Good afternoon, everyone. How are we? Everybody happy? Of course you're happy. You're here to do graduation. My goodness, this is a great time to be here. And what a day you've got, huh? Okay, now we've got to get things rolling, so we'll follow a pattern. First of all, I'd like to ask all of you to stand for the academic procession and remain standing for the Australian National Anthem. So if everybody would stand, please. Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing for the Australian National Anthem.
Australians, all let us rejoice, for we are young and free. We've golden soil and wealth for toil. Our home is girt by sea. Our land abounds in nature's gifts of beauty, rich and rare. In history's page, let every stage advance Australia fair. In joyful strains, then let us sing, advance Australia
Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. Graduands, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Universal Business School Sydney's 16th annual graduation ceremony for the classes of 2019, 2020 and 2021, thanks to our lovely friend COVID-19. My name is Gerard Newcomb. I'm an Executive Director on the GCA board and I'm the GCA Vice President of Operations. Today though, I'm your Master of Ceremonies for this afternoon's event. First thing of all, how about some smiling from you guys? You look like you're at a funeral. Come on, smiling. I want to see you all happy. This is a great day for you guys. You're graduating and all your family and friends are here to watch you. And we even got a nice sunny day. How about that? And so let's proceed. I would like to welcome family, friends and parents who have come to the graduation ceremony from far and wide. And most of all, I would like to welcome you, our students. You guys did all the hard work. That's why you're here. Today's graduates have achieved an amazing result, and you should be proud of yourselves. There are 268 eligible students for graduation today. 31 are here with us in person today at this event. Accordingly, we wish all graduating students the very best and good luck in their future endeavours. It's been an absolute pleasure having you study with us. I would also like to welcome friends and family from around the world who are able to watch this event being streamed live via our UBS YouTube station, GTA TV. We currently have 36 countries and 36 different nationalities in residence at UBSS. So we believe this event in the future and years to come will be watched by many people all over the world. Today is not just a graduation ceremony, it's much more than that. It symbolises the point in your lives where some of you will successfully enter professional employment. Others will choose to continue on to further education. We invite you to stay with the UBSS family and continue to stay connected with us through UBSS alumni, of which you will be now a part of. Whether you are remaining in Australia, going back home, or moving to another country to work or to live, whatever path you choose from this day onwards, what you have achieved here today will be the guiding light that helps you achieve your results and goals. All of us here this afternoon recognise how important today is for you. We hope that today is indeed special. To this end, we have located the graduation ceremony in the Sydney Opera House, an iconic symbol of Australian history, known all over the world. I hope you've got lots of cameras and I hope you're going to take lots of pictures because today is a perfect day to celebrate your success and take pictures home to your friends and family. We have with us Ian, who is our professional photographer. Ian has been with us many years and knows our system very well. He'll be taking pictures of you all through the ceremony and when you come up here to get your testimony. Please listen to what Ian says. If he asks you to change and to move, he knows what he's talking about, so please do what he asks. I would firstly like to formally welcome members of the senior management of GCA and UBS who are seated on stage today. Alan Manley, OAM, who is the chair of the GCA board, CEO of GCA and president of UBSS. Alan, welcome. Associated Professor Wayne Smithson, who is the Program Director for Undergraduate Studies here at UBSS. Associate Professor Richard Z, who is the Program Director for Postgraduate Studies here at UBSS. Emeritus Professor Greg Waitley, who is our Deputy Vice Chancellor and Vice President Academic. Please welcome Greg. Adjunct Professor Alan Finch, who is an independent GCA board member and will be our guest speaker today. Welcome, Alan. I now invite Alan Manley, OAM, to confer the degrees upon the graduates. Alan.
Thank you, Sir Jared. Of course, welcome to the Opera House, Sydney, Australia. You may have picked up when Jared made the comment that he welcomed you as graduates, graduates, AUNDS. But I'm going to do some magic. You've been waiting for this. You've told all your family, told all your friends, when I graduate, when I graduate, when I graduate. Have they heard it? They've heard it, they've heard it. This is it. And this is how I do it. I ask you all to stand up. Would you be standing, please? Graduates, be standing. That's it, you got that right. We're doing it together now. Got it right? This is like magic, isn't it? Just watch. I read this paper and you become graduates. How about that? It was easy. All you had to do was meet me and I could have done this before without a few other people. Righto. So, on behalf of the UBSS Academic Senate, the Group Colleges Australia Board of Directors, I admit you to the degrees to which you are qualified. And to those who are unable to be here today, I admit them in absentia. This is what you wanted to hear. Graduates, please be seated. Congratulations.
Thank you, Alan. Graduates, or graduates now, the procedure from now on will be like this. I will call out your names of all the graduating students individually. You've been organised to line up with Madalena here in the order that she has spoken to you about, as per the list we have. And then one by one, I will invite you to the stage where I will greet you and then pass you on to the individual program directors who will in turn present you with your degree. When your name is called, you please walk up to the stage and where either Professor Wayne Smithson or Associate Professor Richard Z will present you with your award. Once you have received that award, I would ask you please to stay put in the centre of the stage, let Ian do his magic and take your photograph, and then proceed to the left of the stage, down the stairs and back to your seat. I now call for the first lot of awards. I now call to the stage Associate Professor Wayne Smithson. Okay. The first lot of awards will be for the Bachelor of Accounting award. The first graduate is Amir Shizad. Congratulations, Amir. Come in there. The next graduate is Devgan Rishab. Congratulations. Well done. Thank you. Hold this up. The next graduate is Abbas Syed. That way, Abbas. The next graduate is Bajul Niraj. The next graduate is Humayun Umrah. The next graduate is Kaur Navnet. The next graduate is Mandahar Bodhi. Great achievement. The next graduate is Madawan Gladwin. Thank you, sir. Oh, wait. Come and have a picture. The next graduate is Nawaz Mohammed. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. Well done. Thank you so much. Congratulations. Thank you.
You're welcome. The next graduate is Nguyen Min. Nguyen, congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay.
How are you going? Congratulations. Thank you.
The next graduate is Pandit Chandra. Really well done. Good. Look at Ian. Our next graduate was Ramavath Ramu. Very well done.
Thank you.
Congratulations, mate. Well done. Hard work, eh? Well done.
The next graduate is Sharma Naven. Sharma, congratulations. Well done. The next graduate is Thapa Nangela. Congratulations. Well done. Yep. The next graduate is Umar Imrad. Congratulations. Well done.
Well done. Congratulations.
The next graduate, Thapilia Bastana. Thank you, Nathan. Congratulations. Well done. The next graduate is Nikita Garung. The next graduate is Kanai Sujit. Congratulations, well done.
Congratulations.
The next graduate is Sadman Fayek. Congratulations, Sadman, well done.
Thank you very much. Thanks very much.
The next graduate is Titran. Congratulations. Okay. Okay. Stand and look at Ian.
That's okay. Take care.
Ian, did you get the pictures there? Let's see. Okay, our next graduate is Mosalma Khatun. The next award is for Thapa Jotsana. Ladies and gentlemen, we have now presented all the degrees to those present at this ceremony. I will now call upon Emeritus Professor Greg Wakely, Deputy Vice-Chancellor and Vice President Academics, to present the Student Awards and the Adjunct Awards. Professor Wakely, if you would be so kind.
Thank you, Sir Gerard. And I have 3 awards to present in this segment. The first is for the most outstanding student of this group. And it really is an acknowledgement of a lot of hard work. So I'm very happy to present the Deputy Vice-Chancellor's Award to Niraj Bujal. Frames. In addition, I'm very happy to do 2 staff presentations. These are an acknowledgement of the contribution to academic and scholarly activities at UBSS. And the first I'd like to present to our friend and colleague all the way from Thailand, Dr. Om Huvanandana. And the second, as acknowledgement of his contribution to academic and scholarly activities, I'd like to present the adjunct professorship to Alan Finch. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and congratulations to those awardees. Thanks, Om.
Thank you, Professor Waitley. Ladies and gentlemen, we will now have what's called the occasional address. It's a bit of a history thing with the graduations we have. We invite a notable person to come and address the body who have just progressed from being students to graduates. On today's occasion, we have asked Adjunct Professor Alan Finch, who was the Deputy Vice-Chancellor, Student and Support Services for Bond University. Those of you who don't know, Bond University was the first non-for-profit independent university, and Alan was there until his retirement in 2019. In addition to being a director of the GCA board, he is also the chair of Independent Higher Education Australia, which is an industry body previously called AHIA or COFI. He is also a Bond University nominee since its inception in 1992. He has long contributed to the education sector, having held advisory and support role positions in state and federal government, education sectors and professional bodies. Alan's 50 years of higher education experience straddles both independent and public sector education. Apart from his 29 years in senior management positions at Bond, in his early career, he was a faculty assistant registrar at Monash University and Register and Council Secretary at the University of Southern Queensland. The combination of Alan's extensive public and and private management experience, along with his undertaking of Bond's company secretary role from 1996 to 2009, gives him unique experience and perspective on the Australian higher education sector. Alan was an integral part of the team that first established Bond University in 1989, and his contribution at Bond extended into most operational areas of the university. I now call Alan and ask him to come to the stage to give his occasional address. Alan?
Good afternoon to you, and thank you for giving us an excuse to be in this wonderful place on such a beautiful day. We appreciate it very much, and I hope you do too. The age group we have here, I think, are probably Gen Y, maybe Gen X, probably no millennials. I think you're a little beyond that, but wonderful to see you. The reason I'm making these observations is because I really regard you as a cohort, as the COVID cohort. That's not meant in any sense to be an unpleasant observation or to suggest that you're spreaders, none of those things. It is rather to recognise that you have completed your degrees under circumstances of some difficulty, with a change of teaching methodology from class to online, and you have obviously done that very effectively and very well because you're here this afternoon. So I congratulate you on making that transition. I make the observation also that in so doing, you've prepared yourself, I think, really well for the world of work that we all now face, with COVID being an ever-present factor in our working lives and in our lives generally. And the fact that you're able to cope with a mix of online and in-person toil is going to prepare you very well for a working life. The purpose of having an occasional speaker, and I once had someone ask me, why are you called an occasional speaker? And I, of course, was a bit lost. I must have been too close to it for too long, but the reason is I'm speaking on the occasion. That's really difficult to contemplate. So I thought I might start by giving you some unusual management accounting advice, which was given at a Bond University graduation by a well-known Australian, an entrepreneur, a businessman, and an adventurer called Dick Smith. I doubt that you'll ever see this in a textbook, and I think you will probably be quite surprised to hear it because it probably doesn't sit in any way well with what you've been taught. Dick created several successful businesses, including a nationwide chain of stores called Dick Smith Electronics. He on-sold that very profitably. He subsequently had a publishing company and did the same again. And one might, I suppose, wonder why you would create a successful business, grow it, and then on-sell it. But Dick explained to the audience at Bond that his personal rule for management accounting was that once the operating accounts for the organisation exceeded an open page, two-page sides in an exercise book, he considered it had got too large and it was time to move on. So there you go. That's perhaps the KISS principle, keep it simple, stupid principle, in action. But I don't know whether it would work for everyone. Certainly work for him. Graduation speakers are typically, and in tradition, expected to give the graduating class some wise advice from their own perspective on their career. I'll start by saying to you that as today signals the end of this phase of your learning, it's very important, indeed imperative, that the learning process for you does not cease and should continue throughout your career. Your successful completion of your degree demonstrates that you're capable of persistent hard work, you have been able to sustain self-motivation, and occasional sleep deprivation hasn't actually injured you in any way, as far as we're aware. You now have the grounding from your degree studies to succeed in your professional lives, but without maintaining those work habits in your career, success might be more elusive. So the first bit of advice I give you is continue to work hard at what you do. From my own perspective and from my own experience and career, I particularly want to stress the importance of practicing good human relationships skills in your dealing with your staff and with others, because in my professional life this has been very important. Some people have suggested that with changes in the workplace in an age of automation and ongoing digitisation, that these things matter less. I beg to differ. Whether you work in services or sales, marketing, IT, finance, or indeed in management, the way in which you deal with people remains very important. So, some hints for you from my experience that hopefully you'll find useful. Appoint the brightest people that you can to the jobs that you want to fill. Never be concerned about whether they might show you up. If they excel, that reflects well on you. You've made a good choice. If you make a bad appointment, and it happens, despite best intentions, fix it as soon as possible to minimise the negative impact on your team. Build trust and respect by acknowledging achievement. If one of your people does something really good, tell them so and do so publicly. Be a mentor to your people. Encourage and support them. Facilitate opportunities for them to grow their experience and their knowledge. Don't micromanage people. Empower them by letting them do what they have been hired to do. Encourage innovation and creativity. The best ideas come from people who, as I would say, are at the coalface, the people who are actually doing the jobs. And as a consequence of that, they usually know how best to improve situations, to give good suggestions to make things work better, faster, more efficiently. Learn to know when you should speak and when you should let others do so. That's essential in creating effective communication. You need to show that you're willing to listen to inputs and be prepared to encourage them. Listen, be civil, try to be fair, and try to be consistent in your dealings with people. Continue to value the merit of working hard yourself, stay focused on your objectives, and lead by example. And above all else, persevere and remain calm in times of adversity, which you will all encounter at some point. Irritation or anger are not good perspectives for dealing with problems. UBSS is linked to you, and it will be judged as an institution by your individual successes. So I want you to understand that we really, really do want you to do well in your careers, and I'm quite certain you will. You should be proud of your achievements, and I can see from the expressions on the faces of your families and friends who are here this afternoon that they are very proud of you. Don't forget to let your loved ones know how much you have appreciated their support and their understanding. They have given you a gift which will change your lives. And in closing, I want you to know that all of us associated with UBSS are also very, very proud of you, and we wish you every success in your careers. Thank you.
Thank you, Alan. Our final speech today is from a member of the student body themselves. It's a vote of thanks to be given by Niraj Bujel. Before I invite Niraj up to the stage, it is great to see that we have noticed in graduation ceremonies past and similar ones we've had today that the students who are graduating have developed some kind of bond together, whether it be a professional bond or a personal one. But everyone who spoke at the graduation this morning all recognised one another as friends and colleagues. It was really quite amazing. I mean, you've only been together for a short period of time, but during that time, you have managed to respect each other and to build some form of bond relationship, which in real life, this is a very important thing to achieve. So again, I wish you luck, as Alan has just said, and on behalf of the GCA board, we wish you all the best in your endeavours. I now would like to invite Niraj up to give his vote of thanks. Niraj? Thank you, Niraj.
Thank you to the speaker. Good afternoon to the CEO of GCA, the director, associate professors, VIP guests, staff members, family members, and my fellow graduates. Today, I am so glad to be chosen as one of the best students of UBSS and receive the Vice Chancellor Award 2022. Well, thank you to the UBSS panel for choosing me and receiving the award. I came to Australia to obtain my second master's degree, MBA, as first was my MBS degree back in my home country. I would never have imagined to be the best student of UBSS and present the vote of thanks on behalf of you. As we all know, the entire world is impacted by COVID pandemic, but still we managed to graduate. A big congratulations to my fellow graduates on graduating today. Congratulations. When I think my journey in UBSS as an international student, I was really struggling to manage my time in my work and my study, minimize my personal expenses and save the money for the college fee, staying whole night during my exam periods and submitting my assignments. As you all know, hard work always pays off, and yes, here we are graduating today by studying hard and obtaining the good grades. I remember the day in my class when Medellina has circulated a message to all the MBA students via email congratulating and mentioning my name as the highest attendance student in the class. I also remember the saying of Gautam Buddha that life has many different chapters. Just don't let one bad chapter in the book. Maybe we all can relate this saying of Gautam Buddha in our life. We all have many different problems in our life. However, do not let that problem to stop you. You will just need to have the faith and the willpower, and one day you will be able to achieve your goal. Last but not the least, I would like to thank my dear mom and dad who are not here but are overseas back in my home country, and also to my better half who is in interstate, my younger brother who is here to witness my achievement, and my sister-in-law. And also I would like to express my gratitude to all the people who kept supporting and motivating me throughout my entire journey. Thank you everyone and good luck. Thank you.
Right. And come and take a photo with Ian.
Yeah.
Let's get a photo. Okay, thank you, Niraj. On behalf of everyone here, Niraj, I want to thank you for your vote of thanks, and what you have achieved is an amazing, amazing effort on your behalf. Ladies and gentlemen, and all our viewers online, this concludes the award part of the program ceremony. the speeches and the formal ceremony itself. However, we now invite you to do two things. We invite you to join us for some refreshment, and then Ian's going to work his magic, taking some beautiful photos outside with Sydney Harbour in the background. Now, please feel free. This old grumpy group of pen look angry, but they're not bad, really. They're quite decent. And so don't be afraid to come and ask us for photos. If you want photos with any one of us or all of us, please say so. We're only too willing to do this. This is a special occasion for you guys. And so all of these people will be only too happy to take photographs with you. On behalf of the GCA board, our CEO, Alan Manley, and all our directors and staff, we thank you for studying at UBSS, and we wish you the best luck in the future. Now, ladies and gentlemen, can I ask you to stand for the departing academic procession? Thank you.